nights you made it melt out of crimes. Yeah, you want the best for me, I know that. I want the best for you, I'm trying to show that. I'm stacking this cake for you, I need to play for you. It's anything for you, you know that. It's a message to moms, baby, I was trying to get out the slums. I love to make you smile, you know you the bomb. Remember nights you made it melt out of crimes. Yeah, you want the best for me, I know that. I want the best for you, I'm trying to show that. I'm stacking this cake for you, I need to play for you. It's anything for you, you know that. Yeah, it's anything for you.
You know how many people I've helped that I haven't met? Somebody said Joe actually has a nice dick. I'm blocking that. I'm blocking that person. I'm blocking you right there.
Okay.
Crazy ass.
Nah, don't block me all the way though, but that leak picture was a bad. Like if I could leak a picture.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
People just feel like they can say literally anything to celebrities.
I've had enough beef in my career,
it's not cool.
Right? Like, and when you do that, you don't really actively look for it. So I don't want beef with nobody, especially nobody I loved, worked with, had a relationship with. Like today, at my age, I'm looking for peace. Like peace is my love language. Why women don't never ask about what the niggas love language?
That's funny that he said that because literally ever since I read about the 5
I want to say something, Joe.
Thank
you for saying that. And they don't
the book is on my bookshelf. But ever since I read that book about the 5 love languages, any man that I go on a date with, I ask for his love language, because I know mine, and I want them to pair well with one another. If I like receiving gifts, I want a gift giver. Okay, I want a gift giver. I also love small gestures. I want someone who loves that as well, because I love giving that. So yeah, I do ask about. Do you want me to put your name on? I do ask about a man's love language, so. And I noticed that when a lot of people talk about their love language, they're not going by the book. They're literally just they're saying what their own version, like they're not going by the book. So it's whatever. Because he said peace,
say
girl.
This because I had said something. I tweeted something the other day, and I saw people like it took on a life of its own, and I thought it wasn't that serious. But I was saying, like, you know, women, we don't dress or do our hair or do our makeup for men, right? And I saw even afterwards, people were saying, oh, you know, we're the only people, black people were the only ones.
A lot of times when Nicki tweets literally anything, it takes on a life of its own. So why I'm surprised that she's surprised.
And against women shit, and yes, you do want to look good for your man, and da, da, da. So can I just clarify that what you want to line? Because I think, look, first of all, I want to say,
you know what's strange?
They're black men.
When I get comments like that sometimes, especially when I was maybe 18 or 19. Oh, you did your makeup for me. You did this. You're looking like that for me. Oh, you're wearing red lipstick for me. You know, red, my favorite color. Blah blah blah. Like, and some guys think that that's flirting, and it never really bothered me until one day this guy told me what he wanted me to wear the next day, and I had to tell him he lost his everlasting mind. But that's neither here nor there. But what I was gonna say was, I noticed that it's not even men that actually know you well. It's usually the strange dudes, like a man you've never met before. It will be like, oh, so you looking good today. I bet you wore that for me. Oh, so you got your hair done for me. So you got your nails done for me. Like, please, I'm not a doll baby.
I fucking love you.
Fine.
I love you. I love you. They're black men.
That's why I don't do Twitter, because a lot of, like, anything you post on Twitter is up for debate.
You are needed and wanted. And dear black men, you are the only men on this planet that, as little boys, you don't get to be nurtured and treated like
that's interesting. So when she said, let me just say this, dear black men, she pauses, and Joe looks to his co-star and he's like, oh shit. He whispers, oh shit. And he looks like he's bracing himself. And then she says, I love you. And the look of relief on this man's face, it's literally insane. Like, he's like, oh, finally. I think that's what he said, finally. Like, and then his co-star, you can hear his co-star in the background, like, oh. I can't really make out what he's saying, but it seems like he's just celebrating that moment. It's very interesting.
Like a baby. Like someone's thing that needs to be loved and hugged and kissed and told that
wanted.
We love you.
It's true.
So I will never be on that side of the room about bashing Black men. I'm never gonna be on that side of the room. Because, and even in relationships, sometimes I think women forget that the man just wants to be like, and you know what, Joe, it made me realize when I had my son, sometimes the way I treat my son, right? It's like, I realize how much love and affection and constant, adoration I show to my son. And sometimes that's what the man wants. And because a lot of times, especially Black men, they're not allowed to even show their emotions, even when they're young, and get told like, oh, you gotta man up, and you gotta this, and you got that, and you gotta be the man of the house before you even, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the man needs to be treated like that, ladies. You know how we nurture our sons and our children, and we just adore them and kiss on them, and they want that. They need that too. So I want to just make sure I let Black men know for the rest of their lives, I'm not so true. One of those.
That is, she's speaking facts. And another thing I noticed, like, if a mother is doting towards her son, even if he's a grown man, they easily become labeled as mama's boys. And you know what? There is a such thing as mama's boys, but sometimes when I look at the situation, I'm like, that man, he's not a mama's boy. His mother just really loves him. Like, she's just doting on her son, even though he's not 18 anymore. But who cares? Like, that's her kid. So that's true.
I love you, and we need you. And a couple Black idiots don't spoil the motherfucking bunch. I'm not gonna categorize all Black men based on the couple dumb ones who every time they get, when they get on, they never, they don't never fuck with they race, or they on TikTok.
So she's basically just saying that men want, like, love, affection, but not every man wants affection, for one, and for two, I'm not gonna treat she's not saying it. I hope she's not saying treat a grown-ass man like your little boy, because you won't see it. Like, no. Can't raise a man. Whatever, but no, it's not happening. But I do believe it is a woman's right to dote on her man. You should be a doting woman to your man, for sure. And one thing that I do also think, if you're a doting wife and you get in an argument, you're a doting spouse, because maybe you're not married, but if you get in an argument or meet conflict with your man, you can't just, you have to be woman enough to still dote on him, even when you're hitting, you're in a tough spot in the relationship. You can't just, that's emotional abuse. So if I'm with a man and we've been together for a year and a half, and I usually dote on him, I'm always on him, kissing him, holding his hand, rubbing his back, and then, I don't know, something happens and we're in an argument, very first argument after a year and a half, and I'm like cold stone, like a major BITCH towards him. Look at me, not cursing. A major BITCH towards him. That's not okay. That is emotional abuse. You can still dote on your man even when you're at conflict or at odds. It may not be as over the top as it probably would, but yeah, just a call.
Categorizing y'all based on a couple dumb people. No.
Well,
because so many of you guys didn't fucking feel loved and nurtured when at the most important time in your lives. And then you get to this place where it's like, and then you get to a place, and on social media now, where it seems like all women are saying, I want money, I want this, fuck you, nigga, fuck that. No.
Yo, I love
it's interesting that she said that. So whenever she's like, she doesn't categorize all Black men the same way she would categorize a man who, when he meets success, he dates outside his race, or the kids on TikTok. She said men, but I've only personally seen little boys, like literally high school boys, dissing Black girls. So I've never seen a grown-ass man do that. Not to say it hasn't happened, but that's interesting that she said that, because I feel like our community has a hyper fixation on like interracial dating. It's like our general consensus is, okay, girl, like if it's a woman, get you a white man, but if it's a man, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they, like, why he gotta go to outside his race? So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. That's so weird. That's weird to me because we're all people, but I get it because there is a cultural difference, obviously. But that was interesting that she said that. I personally think that she could have said anything else. Like, I see the tragedies that's happening in the news as far as Black men doing crime, inflicting crime and pain and suffering on Black women. And I don't categorize all Black men as that. I know that Black men still protect Black women, but we're just calling for more protection. She could have, I think something like that would have been a bit better to say in that moment. But instead she's talking about TikTok and white bitches, and who cares about that? Like, a man gonna be a man. And last time I checked, if a man sees a woman and he wants her, he don't care about the skin color.
I love that you're spewing this.
And don't let him tell you otherwise.
But they won't put this on the blogs, Joe. They will only put drama and hate. You understand? So one more thing, let me just say this.
That's true.
Regarding what I said.
According to scientists, in childhood development, between the ages of being a newborn to the age about 5, that is when a person develops their personality, and that is when you're supposed to put your kid into the most activities, supposed to show them the most adoration, love, affection, and dote on them the most. And I've seen, when I used to ride Metro, I've seen women of color tell their Black kids, little babies, be a man, don't cry, da-da-da. You a man, why you crying? Be a big boy, be strong. Literally, and one time the most shocking thing I've seen was this girl pop her son in the mouth and tell her, stop fucking crying. Tell him, stop effing crying. Like, girl, you crazy as hell.
It is. And I touched on this on an interview with Joe, how when women, when we're very insecure, we do things, whether it was altering my body or whatever it was, because of what a man said. And
I like that she said that the way she said it. She said,
older and you're secure,
I love you, Black men.
You do these things for you. Mm-hmm. You get your eyebrows done, or you do your hair and you do your makeup and you put your nice clothes on. You go to the gym.
That's real too. They will only put drama and hate on the blogs, and that's why I'm gonna do this That's why I'm doing this reaction video, putting it on my channel, because I love the message that she's saying. And honestly, this is why you need to love yourself first, because it does seem like we don't tell each other how much we love and appreciate one another. We don't celebrate each other enough. We don't celebrate our successes. Instead, we try to pump ourselves up and bigs ourselves up. I'm doing this with my life. I got this going on. I got this. I got that. And there's not enough celebration of each other. But that is only from internal insecurities, not feeling completely whole, not feeling completely loved, not having a relationship with yourself. And I'm going to put a link in the description for my a video that I did about why it's important, super important for you to have a relationship with yourself, period. So yeah, I 1000% agree with that. So I'm going to look in this camera and say, I love you, Black men, period. I love my brothers. I love my father. I love my nephews. I love my cousins, my uncles. Most of the Black men in my family are dark skinned. I adore them all. And the light skinned ones too. I'm not trying to, be a hater and exclude.
You understand? Do I wear certain things and do my hair certain ways for my husband? Of course. This is not about, I wasn't talking about people's fucking husband and their significant other. Who the fuck ain't going to do certain things for their significant other? I'm talking about you motherfuckers that get on Instagram and start talking about bitches' lace fronts. Shut the fuck up. When y'all do that, y'all niggas want to put on a fucking lace front. Don't ever talk about no motherfucking body lace front. Who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck, sit your dumb ass the fuck down.
Yo, Nick be going off, yo. You could do this Kanye thing, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You could do it.
You understand? I'm talking about men that feel the need that they can comment on women's bodies and keep saying what we like and what they don't like. Who are you? This ain't about you.
Yeah. Fucking niggas.
And as a matter, and one more thing, I saw somebody put on their blog that, what is the man, Kevin Samuels, says Kevin Samuels rates Nicki Minaj. First of all, Kevin Samuels rated me, Joe, a 9, right? And they put on the blog that they tried to put the little part where me and Kevin was talking about the 7.5 and tried to say Kevin rated me a 7.5. Kevin rated me a 9. But guess what? That 7.5 or that 9, and this is not about Kevin, because he actually was very respectful on the show when I spoke to him. All you niggas that do that, y'all can take those ratings and shove it up your fucking assholes. Shove it good and hard and deep in your assholes.
Or you can stop.
Okay.
Like, you shouldn't tell women what you think their rating is.
Like, I don't ever want a man to come back on this fucking internet and talk about some fucking lace front. Who the fuck y'all think y'all talking to? That's a conversation you have for your fucking woman behind closed doors. Y'all
okay, first of all, Nicki rated her. Ooh, Nicki rated herself a 7.5. Kevin Samuels rated her a 9. Personally, I was surprised to see Nicki ask him for a rating. I just thought she's Nicki Minaj. Like, she doesn't need a rating. You know what I mean? It's just interesting. I got a rating. I was rated from... Sorry, an email came through. I was rated from... oh my God. A fashion expert. But she was a female, so I was more comfortable with a woman doing it. But that's interesting. That's very interesting. I was very shocked to see her take a rating from a man. Honestly, I just would have never thought of Nicki Minaj doing something like that. So, especially online, that's very bold. It's very bold. For all the women who like go to his podcast and stuff, that's very bold. Me personally, I'm not a fan of his. I don't like him. And that's just it. I don't like the image he presents on the internet. He may be a really dope person, and that's why I don't count really anyone out, but I don't watch his content for that reason. If I meet him in person, I would treat him like with kindness and respect. There are a lot of clips of Kevin Samuels that I've seen and agree with a lot of things that he says, but for the most part, because I started watching some of his shows, I cannot like get through the entire episode without feeling like, I was gonna say offended, but it's some things that he speaks about, if it's true, I don't get offended, but I kind of get like, why do you have to talk to people like that? And honestly, he does talk to everyone like that, but I just don't like the way he speaks to people, period. Like, I can't be around someone who speaks to somebody like that. I just can't. Child. Oh, girl, I'm so mad.
I love this.
And to the men that get on and laugh about black women because you mad because some black girl broke your fucking ugly ass heart, like the podcast clown. The podcast clown. I wish the fuck you would have tried that with me, bitch. I wish the fuck you would.
They wouldn't have tried it with you, and you wouldn't have been there.
Never. Yeah. But we ain't been gonna get at no light. But my point is, you speak about these things in the privacy of your home with your woman. This is not embarrassed black woman season. That's not what this is. Who the fuck y'all think y'all talking to or about? Eat a dick. Anyway, so Joe, I'm really okay. So y'all, to make a long story short, Joe is releasing his interview with me tomorrow. It will be on Patreon at 8 a.m. It will be worldwide on YouTube at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Nicki may or may not be asleep, but this is an early thing. This is happening. This is coming out. Barbs, no need to be in my mentions. When is it coming? I see it.
Okay, it's back to the Kevin Samuels part.
I'm happy to oblige, and I really hope that y'all enjoy this interview the way that we enjoyed doing it. I think that there'll be a side show.
That's crazy how they switch these celebrities' words. She said 7.5. He said, no, you're a 9. Everyone should think of themselves as a 10, and they'll be like, no, but you're like a 3 though. Oh, a 3? But it's like, if you don't study facial symmetry and you're not like a facial expert, and you don't practice the golden rule or like you're not a plastic surgeon, you're not like a recruiter for models or something, and your opinion isn't warranted, I don't really understand that concept of just offering that information. It's weird to me. So
that maybe a lot of people haven't seen in a while.
She really is
yeah,
doing
Patreon/Joe Budden, YouTube/Joe Budden. We have a good time tomorrow.
All right, link Joe, you guys, and after you guys see the interview, and Joe, when I watched it, there's a couple things that I said wrong, like small little things that I might just clarify. Like for instance, when we was talking about Fendi, I said Sylvia showed me the chart of how the clothes went up, but that wasn't after my line came out. My clothes, it was after Chun-Li came out that the Fendi Prince stuff jumped up, and that's why podcast clown. So on the Joe Budden interview, I was saying, oh, she's, you know, it went up after my clothes came out. No, it went up before that, when just I said Fendi Prince on. So anyway, you guys have been amazing. I know there's other things I wanted to get into, but we've been here for a long time. God bless you for hanging out with us. And if, you know, listen, if anybody got an issue, I might come back on live after you guys see the interview. But in the meantime, make sure you guys download AMP, because that is the new home of Queen Radio.
Hey. Okay, that's funny. It's funny how she switched. Like sometimes when I go in and I'm like really upset,
because there's a lot of things that.
That's funny. That's an interesting video, and I'm glad I recorded it. I wish I had more space on my phone because I would be able to deliver higher quality, but it looks like I'm gonna have to go back to recording on my computer, and I'm really bummed out about it, but whatever. I'm gonna go get this video edited and upload it on my YouTube. So shout out to y'all for watching this reaction video. I'll definitely have more content like this. I think I want to do the reaction to her interview with Joe Budden, but honestly, there was nothing in there. Like, they hyped the interview up a lot, and I was really looking forward to watching the interview, but honestly, it wasn't really anything that like had me like, oh my god, this Nicki just, no, it was just a regular interview. So yeah, that was very interesting. That conversation was very interesting. It was interesting to see how Joe Budden kind of braced himself for negativity when she said dear black men. So it's, I don't know, I guess that's something I would like to talk about. A lot of times when people are being addressed in a way that's like broad, if there's a broad statement being made, sometimes we find ourselves assuming that it's going to be rooted in negativity. Maybe that has been the experience in the past, but always just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So it looks like he was bracing himself, and yeah, I really don't have much more to offer on this topic. Sorry, I just wanted to check that my comments still there, girl. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Shout out to her for doing Queen Radio. Queen Radio is coming back. I downloaded the app. Definitely gonna be on Queen Radio. I'm a Nicki Minaj supporter. Not that much of a stan. Followed her for a while. But yeah, who cares? It's very interesting though. Very, very interesting. Come on. So Ace and I are gonna say goodbye. Oh, can you see me? Ace and I are gonna say goodbye for now. Bye for now. Bye for now. Sorry, let me give me a thumbtack. I want the best for you, I'm trying to show that. I'm stacking this cake for you, I need a plate for you. It's anything for you, you know that. A thumbnail, let me get me a thumbnail. That's stupid. Hold on, let me get me a thumbnail. Is it like this? This is a good thumbnail. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning into this video. go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I hope to see you back on my channel again, and I really, really, really look forward to sharing more content with you all. Bye!